Well, good evening, everybody. Welcome back to a Tuesday edition, actually, of the Weekly. I hope you guys had a great July 4th holiday yesterday. And I hope you're soaking up that nice, warm summer climate that we are right in the middle of right now. It is, it's brutal out there. Those of you who are working outside for a living, man, you have all my respect. Hats off to you. And if you need some water, let us know. Let us know. We will rush to you quickly. All right. Well, I have a lot of stuff to go over this week for the Weekly. I've got a lot of new things coming up. And as you can see, I am streaming today's update video from home, and my connection, I'm looking at it right here, I don't know that it's super great right now, so I apologize if there's a bunch of delays and things. I can upload the recording after I finish up. All right, so I've got 4 things I want to go over with you, and then we'll take a look at what's coming up for this coming weekend. First thing that I want to talk about that's happening here in less than 2 weeks is our worship night. This is coming up on Sunday, July 17th at 6 o'clock p.m. in the A Gym. I've talked endlessly about how important worship nights are, and especially because in these summer months, these are kind of our in-between months here where with activities. Now, Next Gen, they've got a lot of stuff going on, but, you know, the larger church and school, this is a bit of an off season, but we don't want to take time off from worship. We want to make sure that we continue to lean in and continue to press into what God is teaching us, what He has for us this summer. Of course, we've been in the middle of the Kings and Queens series, and that's what our singing will center around at this next worship night on July 17th. We're getting the set finalized here, and I'm looking forward to the tunes that we're going to be singing through on that worship night. So come out, 6 o'clock p.m. in the A Gym. I know that there is also a kids camp meeting scheduled for that evening, and I think it was originally scheduled for the 6 o'clock time slot as well. They're actually going to move that back an hour to 5 o'clock p.m. so that if those of you who have kids who are going to camp, you can go be a part of that meeting and then come right on over for an hour of singing and fellowship together. Again, 6 o'clock p.m. We'll be in the A Gym, and it'll be a great time to be together here in the summer. The second thing I want to talk about today is the fall choir, well, actually 2022-2023 choir, starting in the fall here. So we've been, those of you who've been a part of the ensemble in the past or who were a part of it this past year, you received a survey here at the end of the year, and we asked you guys about some new ideas, about some new rehearsal times and things like that. And so the results of those survey, there was a lot of really great feedback, and I appreciate you all taking time to do that. We're going to be implementing some changes here in the fall, and I want to talk about a big change that we're going to implement for next year, for 2023-2024, that performance season. But the big change for this year is we're going to play around with doing our rehearsal on a different day of the week. So traditionally, we've done our rehearsal 6:30 to 7:45, 8 o'clock, somewhere around in there on Wednesday evenings. And even that's not, I mean, even that time has fluctuated, you know, by 30 minutes here and there. But starting this fall, we are going to do our rehearsals on Sunday afternoons, 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock p.m. We'll still be in the chapel. But this will accomplish a few things for us. The first thing is, I know that there's a lot that happens on Wednesday nights that you guys want to be a part of, whether it be Awanas or whether it be small groups, short-term studies, things like that. And this will give you the opportunity to be a part of those things and to still join in and be a part of choir. You know, Sunday afternoon rehearsals for choir is not, if you've been around church world anytime, it's not that outside of the box. It's just different than what we're used to. So we're going to give it a try this fall, and we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that we will get more participation out of this because of the day of the week that it's on. I'm hoping that we'll get more rehearsal time by extending from an hour and a half to 2 hours. I just think it's going to be really good for us. Now, our first rehearsal, we're going to start a little earlier this year. We're going to start August 21st, so that's about 6 weeks away here. Sunday, August 21st, 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock p.m., of course, will be in the chapel. And like I said back in the spring, I really want us to push and work on getting 100 people involved in choir starting this fall to participate in everything that we have planned, which I'll talk about here in just a moment. So I'm going to need your help with this. I'm going to need your help to talk to those who you're already connected with in the church, really encourage them to get involved. And then there's a couple of practical things that you can do. The first one is on Sunday, July 24th. That's about 2.5 weeks from now. I'm planning for us to do a big promo that morning out in the lobby. So I would like for you guys to come out that morning to sing. Basically what we'll do is we'll meet up at 7 o'clock during the regular rehearsal time for the band, and we'll work on like 4 or 5 hymns. And we'll sing them a cappella, kind of like we do during during Christmas. We'll sing Christmas carols in the lobby. We're going to do that kind of, we're going to take that kind of approach. But we will have a booth set up that we'll have some bookmarks that we can hand out where people can go and sign up to be a part of the choir. We've got some banners that'll give some more information, and then we're also going to hand out donuts that morning at the booth to promo choir. We'll also be announcing this from the stage, social media. I'm going to try to put together a video here soon that we can send out to promo. But these are some different ideas that we're implementing to get the word out more about the choir and to get our numbers, our participation numbers up to 100 members. I will say we've got a few people in our choir who come and participate who are from other churches, who just want to find, maybe they don't have a choir or they don't have a large choir and they want to find that outlet. And that, I'm totally open to that. And those folks are more than welcome to join in and just be a part of our family that way. So really, like I'm saying here, really, make some contacts, make some personal contacts, and let's build our numbers here for the fall. So another thing we're going to do, this would be a great thing for new people to come to, but it's also going to be just a fellowship with the whole choir. But we're going to do a cookout on August 7th. It'll be in the evening. I don't think we've landed on a time yet, but basically we're going to get together at Sheila and Rick Rankin's and just enjoy some time together. And, we probably won't do anything very productive other than just enjoying time together. So come on out and be a part of that evening. Like I said, new people would be a great way for them to meet folks and get connected before the first rehearsal. And then talk about here real quick some of the fall 2022 performances. Here's what I've kind of got queued up. Obviously, this is subject to change as we get into the fall. But what I've got queued up is I would like for us to lead worship with the band and maybe even do a feature song on Sunday, September 25th. That's a weekend service. And then the first weekend that we are back in the new worship center, I would love for the choir to be on for that weekend to lead worship and to just help kind of inaugurate that new space. Then the weekend services in December 3 and 4. I'm saying Saturday and Sunday because we are likely, whenever we go into the new space, we're likely going to bring Saturday night services back. That is still, we're still having discussions around that. So, that's always subject to change, but that is something we're looking at doing. And if that happens, then I would like for you to be involved on the 3rd and the 4th as well in December for that weekend service. That will also be a promo for our next event, which is our Christmas choir concert. We're going to do that again this year. Instead of doing 2 different days, we're going to do just one performance on Friday, December 9th. This year, that will be at 7 o'clock p.m., and this will be kind of our one of our bigger events that we're working toward here in the fall. Now, if you'll remember, around that time we had some extra rehearsals and some dress rehearsals and things like that, so do make sure that you're making provision around that in your calendar. Probably what it'll be, now our rehearsals are on Sundays, now you'll have to remember that, but we may add a couple of Wednesday night rehearsals prior to that performance as extra rehearsals. Just keep that in mind, note that, and we'll obviously we'll communicate that as we go along here. Okay? And then the final thing is Christmas Eve rehearsals. Those will have, Christmas Eve services. Those will happen obviously on December 24th, which is on Saturday this year, and they'll be at 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and 5 o'clock p.m. I would love for the choir to be a part of that for all 3 services and just have a big team there. I know Christmas Eve, everybody's spending time with family, maybe traveling. I get that, but there is something really special about having a nice big worship team to fellowship with and to serve with on Christmas Eve. So I want to encourage you guys to block that out in your schedule and just come and be a part of it. Like I said, it's on Saturday this year, which might help those of you who might have to normally work on Christmas Eve. That might help you, give you some an opportunity this year to serve. Okay, that's a lot of choir info right there. The final thing that I want to say is in the description for this video, if you're on YouTube, check the description below. If you're on Facebook, it should be in the post that went up. There's a link to there's a link to a sign-up form for the 2023 or 2022-2023 performance year. I'd like for you guys to take a moment and go and sign up for that, and feel free to share that and send that out to anybody who's interested in joining as well, and we'll get in touch with them soon. Final thing, I almost forgot this. I mentioned it earlier in the video, but one big change that we are going to implement next year, so 1 calendar year from now, 23-24 performance year, is we are going to make it mandatory for those who serve on frontline as vocalists who sing on Sunday morning to be a part of the choir. This is something that used to be a policy on the worship team, and it in all the transitions that we've had in the last 10 years with worship staff and things like that, it lapsed, and I would like to bring that back as a policy. I think that it will be great for the whole team, and that it will serve our church really well. That's not happening this year, so you have a calendar year to plan for that, and to make that a part of your planning as you go through the next year. If you have conflicts with that, if you're serving on frontline and there's conflicts with that, please reach out to me and have a conversation. Don't just block out all of 2023 in Planning Center and not have a conversation with me. I know that's tempting, but I would love to talk with you about that if there's a conflict that you have, and we can work out some type of resolution there. Okay? Well, let's keep going today. All that to say, excited to get going here with this new year with choir, and look forward to you guys getting plugged back in. Okay, next thing that I want to talk about today is what I'm calling the broadcast. I mean, we don't technically call anything broadcast team. We have a camera team and a projection team, but for this promo that I'm working on right now for these teams, I'm kind of combining them together into one team I'm calling the broadcast team. And this is kind of just for external promo purposes. But I wanted to let you know I'm working on a promo campaign right now for that team. You will see actually this Sunday, next to the tech booth, there are going to be two large banners sitting next to the booth that say join the broadcast team. Actually, what it's going to say is join the broadcast team and get a $25 Bobby's gift card. That's right. You heard me right. Join the broadcast team and get a $25 Bobby's gift card. So what's happening there is there'll be two banners on either side, and we'll have a QR code that anybody who wants to join the team, they can just scan it with their phone, and it'll take them over to a form that they can fill out. I've actually, in the description of this video, I've actually linked to that form as well. So anybody who wants to join, just shoot them that form, and they'll be able to sign up there. But yeah, we are starting this campaign here July 10th. It'll run through August, and we are just working on getting more people plugged into the team. You know, with our new camera setup that I talked about a few weeks ago, and some of the new graphics stuff that we're going to be doing, we are in a position where we need to get more people plugged into the team and more people engaged with what's happening on Sunday morning. There's a lot of neat things that are happening, a lot of new things that are going to happen, and there's going to be a lot of change coming here in the fall. So it's going to be exciting. We need more people to help out, and those of you who are on both the camera and the projection team, I would love to have your help pushing this content. If you're willing to share something on social media, I'm putting together some things soon that we can get to you, that you can share on your own social media pages. Make personal contacts, reach out to those you're connected to at church, or maybe even you're connected to people outside of church who you've been wanting them to get connected somehow. And you know, sometimes opportunities like this are a good way to get people at least their foot in the door and connected to the church. So think about that. All that to say, you're going to see those signs this weekend, and you're going to say, man, I've been here forever. Why aren't I getting a $25 Bobby's gift card? Well, that's because we just want to love on new people and show them some value. But we also want to love on you and show you some value. And I'm going to tell you how we're going to do that here in just a second. I will say with the Bobby's gift card, there are a couple of stipulations. Number one, they have to be a new worship team member. So if you're like bouncing from one team to the next, well, I don't know. I'll probably still give you a Bobby's gift card. But the goal is to get new people involved. The other thing is I want them to make a 1-year commitment to the team, to come, to go through the training, and then to get plugged in and to really serve and pour into the team for a year. I think that's really important. I think it's important that people, whenever they join new teams, they need to get trained. They need to meet people and make meaningful personal connections, and then they need to do the work and to see the impact of the work. So if they can do those three things, that is a great recipe for continuing to get people involved. And those are things that I obviously, I'm one person here steering the ship, so those are things that I need your help with as we go along here. Okay? All right, so then how we're going to show some value to all you guys, broadcast team, not only those on the camera and the projection team, but the whole worship team. Final thing today, we're going to have a worship team party, and it's coming up here pretty quick. Saturday, July 23rd. It'll be at 5:30 p.m. in the evening, and Dennis and Julie Carter have so graciously offered their place to host. Basically that evening we're going to hang out. They've got a pool. We can swim. I'll probably try to round up some cornhole boards, and we'll just have a fun evening. We'll barbecue. If you want to bring a side, you can bring a side. I've actually linked a sign-up form for this event down in the description as well. If you're planning to come and plan to bring your family, go hit that sign up form. If you want to bring a side, something to eat, something to help out with some food, we'll cover all the main barbecue fare. But if you want to bring something to help out with the sides or dessert, you can indicate that on the form below. Okay, well, that's all the new stuff. Boy, that's a lot of information. That's 20 minutes worth of information right there for you all. But yeah, I appreciate you sticking in there with me all the way to the end. So let's take a look at what's coming up for this weekend, Sunday, July 10th. If you have planning center, you can take a look. If not, I've got it here on the side of the screen. The first song we'll start the service with is May the Peoples Praise You, led by Alicia. After Welcome, we'll be then into Come Thou Fount, Come Thou King in the key of D. May the Peoples Praise in C, I should say. Key of D for Come Thou Fount, led by Joe. Then Yes I Will in the key of A, led by Joe as well. And then Yet Not I, but Through Christ in Me, led by Amanda in the key of C. We'll then, we'll actually have a prayer transition, not a bumper video. We'll get that fixed before Sunday. And then the message this weekend will be brought by Tom's son, Zach Hufty. If you've been around for a while, you've heard him several times over the years. He's got a great message that he's ready to bring for this weekend. And then for the invitation, we'll do a new song called Come to Jesus, Rest in Him. It's a great invitation song, especially with what we're going to cover this weekend. Okay, and then benediction, and we will be finished. All right, everybody. Well, I hope you have a good rest of your evening. I'm looking forward to all the things we've got coming up here in the next few weeks. And, of course, we've got some really exciting things ahead with our new space. If you've not had an opportunity to peek your head in or to look through the windows, take a look. The walls for the stadium seating are going up, and it's starting to look great. You guys have a fantastic evening. A wonderful week, and I'll see you next weekend. Take care, everybody.